Mm-hmm. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but we're doing a pick a card today. We're doing a first date pick a card, and we're live. So we're going to wait for some people to come in the live, some people to join us, and then we'll go from there. We'll talk about some of the spells we're going to be doing too, and everything like that. Just waiting for the chat to catch up. I can see some people are coming. Hi. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Iana. What's up, guys? What's up? Hi, Ariana. Hi, Anna. What's up, guys? Hi, Sasha. Hi, Morning Branham. Hi, Lizzie. I look cute? Thanks. I think I look cute. I got on this little cherub shirt. I cannot believe I ever hated on my boobs. This is only in the last couple of years that I've started to love my boobs, but now I really see them in all their glory, and I can't believe I hated them for so long. Hi, Anastasia. You were just thinking about me, Madison. I think, because it says Mads. Need this reading. Wearing my oil and my Orgonite. What's up, Robin? Also going through a dark night of the soul. It's like you knew. Well, I don't feel like the energy is fucked, right? Like it's off. Like I'm not sleeping well. I feel like I don't even exist. Like half the day I'm like, oh, like a fucking like dissociative zombie. I'm irritated. I'm having like worst case scenario thoughts and like intrusive thoughts. Like the energy's off, right? Hi, Sam. Now we just need Paul. Hi, Elia. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you, Lizzie? Love the shirt. Thank you. Same. You look great. Thank you. Oh my God, you look gorgeous. Thank you, guys. I was just like looking in the mirror, shaming myself over my acne because I got way off the handle with my sugar eating and stuff, and then it made me break out. So thanks for saying that. Hi, baby Pico. My phone literally zapped onto this page. So magical. Amazing. Hi, Nikki. Much love to you, beautiful. Shireen, Arabian, Conjure, move back to Connecticut. You two should totally collab. How epic and iconic would that be? I know. I guess I could reach out. I guess I just get nervous because I don't know. As someone from the internet, I understand, and someone who like works on people's energy, I don't know if she'd be like, this girl's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'll reach out to Gabby and see what she thinks. She can always run it by her. But I wrote it on a comment like like a couple of years ago. I was like, oh my God, like you're from Connecticut, we should totally meet up. And then I immediately felt creepy and I was like, oh, I was like, maybe that was weird. And then I never followed up on it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'd like to meet me. I haven't seen I've been checking her page and stuff. It looks like she's taking a little break from Spellwork, but probably because she was moving. Yeah, she's cool. I'd love to meet her. I'd love to connect with her and, you know, share energy with her and pick her brain on stuff and just meet her and be in her energy. I think that would be lovely. You caught me during my journaling and Om meditation. Hell yeah. 100%. The energy is weird. Yes, the energy is so weird. Me and my Gemini dude are going through it. Yeah, that's what I hear about this astrological alignment. I'm not in any kind of relationship, so, but I mean, family stuff is definitely, I relapse, so yes, I agree with the energy being off. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get back on track. Yes, I've definitely been feeling like a zombie the past week. Oops, sorry about my phone. Your vids always find a way to calm my anxiety. Thank you. How have you been, my love? Been worried about you? I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use the reference I constantly use. I feel like I'm in an early 2000s music video standing in the center of Times Square and everything is moving really fast behind me, but instead of me standing still, I'm like this. Because I feel like that's like my baseline. Constantly. So I'm okay. I haven't gotten... Listen, I realized the whole email thing is just like when I was a little kid and my mom would send me to my room to fold my laundry. My sister would fold the laundry in 10 minutes because it was a 10-minute job and she was cool with it. Me, I would lay up there for 3 hours like, but I don't want to fold laundry. I am not in the mood to fold laundry. And she'd be like, you can leave your room when you fold. And I'd be like, but I don't feel like it. So then I'd be up in my room for like fucking 3 hours and I'd mosey on down like from another dimension once I finally gave in from all my procrastinating and folded everything in T-minus 5 minutes and shoved it into my fucking dresser after wasting 3 hours. That's how it feels about doing anything online for my job, because it feels like there are so many avenues to it, and I am getting someone on to do my emails, and I do have an event coordinator to help me with that. It's just been, as I said, like that. Gemini season is supposed to be rough. Great! Mirrors everywhere. Gemini season last year almost killed me. I had COVID and genuinely thought I was going to die. Been getting a breakout lately too. Honestly, I think that once they stop poisoning literally everything, we're going to be able to like eat and drink what we want and stuff. And like, I feel like half the allergies that people have are going to go away when we no longer have to like literally breathe poisonous chemtrail air or like cancer causing tap water. Like, I feel like think about how light we're going to feel like when we're no longer like loaded down with all these fucking chemicals all the time. Like, we're gonna not only feel like our density is shifting, but we're gonna feel like probably like 20 years younger. Honestly. Oh, good night. Bye-bye. Would you ever do another sit-down chat about conspiracy theories with the elite? Yes. When I'm feeling a little better. I'm ready, guys. I'm like so ready to just like, I say that, but it's not really settling down. Like, I'm ready to just like be in my Empress energy and like do nothing. And not nothing, but like just be. Like, I just want to be and like meet my life partner and like be in my own little bubble with that, and then like get ready to have babies. And like I'm so fucking tired of the constant hustle. It used to be that I couldn't stand to sit still. Now I'm like, something shifted in me and I'm like in that Empress energy where I'm like, nah, I'm ready to just be. I'm ready to just be. I'm tired of hustling all the time, working all the time, feeling like nothing ever gets done. And trust me, I understand that once you have kids, it's even more like that. Like, you feel like you never get enough sleep, you never get enough done. But at least you have a little buddy that it's all going towards. You know what I mean? That you're shaping for the future. I mean, and I love Corn. She's my little buddy too, but I'm ready. I'm ready for a family. You're not the only one who avoids putting away your clothes. That's relatable. Jupiter just went into Taurus. Make sure you check where Taurus falls in your own birth chart to see where the energy will play out over the next year. This is where you will expand. Taurus is, actually it has something to do with my relationships. My relationships, like I think my Jupiter is in Virgo, which is like who you're gonna marry, but my something else in relationships is in Taurus, like my Mars or something. I don't know, I gotta check. Hello, Divinity family. Hi, what's up, Teresa? Got some cool jars yesterday. Really excited about them. Can't wait to fill them. Yeah, guys, we got to talk about all that, and hopefully Lizzie can link everything. I got you down for the happy marriage spell, Lizzie, but if you want to join the class too, that you're more than welcome to join the class as like my thank you for all the moderating. I'm really excited. Let me finish reading these comments, and then we'll talk about it. What's up, Lyrian Kitten? Lovely to catch you again. God bless you, darling. Thank you, Suzanne. Just dropping in to say hi and love y'all. Hey, thanks for dropping in. Hi, Zoe. I just want to do my thing. The little praying baby. Yes, same. This is me. What I want to do all the time. That's it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to think. I could cry right now because that just seems so happy. That's what I do when I'm on vacation. That's why I made that meme on my Instagram. And I was like, I don't know if this is funny, but it sure is true. I made a meme of myself that was like, I'm here to lay down or to drink water, lay down, and stare in silence. Because that is my ideal life. To just be like, staring at nature in silence and drinking my water. Like that meme with Pooh Bear at the table with the tea. Yeah, I guess I am like Pooh Bear. It's a pretty good reference. Oh, Squirrel Tribe, she's awesome. She thinks like me. Thank you for saying I deserve to just be. Squirrel Tribe just did a video on all the GMOs going into our food right now. Make sure to check labels. If it says contains bioengineered food ingredients, it's a red flag. Yeah, Spirit has been like on my ass because when I went on vacation, I threw all my diet and rules out the window because I was on vacation, baby. And then I came back and was still just throwing them out the window like, I'm on the highway just leaving them behind, and it got to a point where the rules, no, you got to follow the rules. You got to follow the rules if you want to be healthy in a time where everything is poisoned. So let me tell you, I felt it hormonally, like all the crap. Like, I don't know how people literally eat fast food and just like eat it. I don't know how people go to Starbucks every day and just like eat their synthetic syrups. I don't know. They have a higher tolerance than I for chemicals. I went to the beach and cleansed all my stones. Returned to sender, just played on my speaker. She keeps passing me by, trying to find a partner or friend I could count on in life. I feel that. Excuse me. My moon is in Taurus in the 12th. Dang, I don't even know what that means. Had a dream about when you have your house and property. In the dream, I gifted you a tree for a housewarming gift. That's so lovely. I got confirmation in my dream last night that my aunt, I finished up the spell against the black magic that's been put on me last night. Before I went to bed, got really tired after I did it, and then I went to sleep, and I had a dream confirming everything. Like, I had one of my friend's daughters, who's just like a little girl, walked up to me in the dream and was like, your aunt is one nasty son of a bitch. And I was like, and she's like 8 in real life, but her soul is very old, and she has like a serpent spirit, which makes sense because I was petitioning like Medusa, and she's an imp, is what Spirit told me, which is just like a devilish little sprite. So basically, it's like a demonic fairy. But yeah, so she came and relayed that message to me, and I was like, okay, we're good. Did it. Okay, sweet. I met my twin, didn't think I had one. I have so much sympathy for twins. Now, this is not fun. Yeah, Shelly, now you know why we're all like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. My twin's child is actually an imp as well. So interesting you bring up twins. Taurus in the 10th house with the sun and Venus. Whoa. How cool is this? Got a notification that said, stay comfy, don't miss. What? That's awesome. I'm down, girl. You're welcome. Thank you for saying you love my nails. They glow in the dark, and I'm gonna get them done Thursday. Get them filled in, and I want to keep the glitters and then maybe do like a light, maybe something like lavender or something on the bottom. Hello, thanks for calling me beautiful. Yes, I used to barista, and it's crazy what people will order, for real, dude. Thank you, Lizzie. Fast food has to do with lower vibrations, 100%. The smell of fast food makes me feel unwell. I can't imagine eating it anymore. Same. Haha, I love McDonald's, but that would also explain why I'm so tired. I try not to eat fast food too often, but I eat it every now and then. Hence, yes, same, me on vacation. And then, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun! All the pimples. I need to bury my jar before I get hit again. Yes, you do. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about everything. Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Yes, I got my nails done after listening to one of your spells. I think Call Me Your Money. I used to be doing ASMR before it was a thing. Like, when I would have my little nails, I'd be at work, and I'd be like, and everyone would be like, Nikki, stop! And I'd be like, now I could get paid for it. And not have to work at stupid Big Y. I hated it there. If you want story times from my life before I was still Dutchess because I got the nickname in college, but when I was like working at Big Y, I dropped an entire like 130-degree rotisserie chicken on my arm, and then they yelled at me because I threw it off my arm onto the ground. All 5'2" of me reaching over my head, carrying a skewer with 4 rotisserie chicken nuggets. By the way, I was barely 100 pounds, couldn't keep weight on. Literally used to have to drink Ensure because I couldn't keep weight on. Carrying this over my head, fall. That's why I try to work out so much now, because if I let myself go, I can either get like pudgy because I'll like eat way too much to overcompensate, or I'll get like way too skinny because I won't eat at all. So it's better for me when I stay active and athletic, because then I have like a healthy in-between appetite and I don't go in either direction, you know, because it's not comfortable for me physically, because I am a very active person, to have more weight on, and then it's also not comfortable for me physically to not have enough weight on, because like I can remember like when I got sick, like when you're super skinny and you get sick, like you can't, basically, like you get way more sick. So it's like that's been a learning lesson. But if you want any story times on that, I got a shit ton of them. If you want to hear about my weird life before, like stuff that's not witchy, just regular people stuff. Pretty sure it's not edible after burning your flesh, so why would it matter if it fell on the floor, right? You think, and do you know what I had a blister, I swear to God, I had a blister that was like this big. Think of it, an entire rotisserie chicken fell on my bicep. It was like this big, it was bubbled over, they made me work. I was working in food service. I was literally making people sandwiches with a blister this big, and every single person I waited on was like, why are you here? Like, are you okay? Like, they were grossed out. There were complaints because it was not sanitary, nor was it right. It just wasn't right. Apparently the girl before me had spilled hot oil from the fryer all over her legs. Her pants literally fused to her legs. She screamed at the top of her lungs, ripped off her pants, which ripped off all of the skin on the front of her legs, and then she ran through the Big Y screaming at the top of her lungs with her flesh peeled off. That's where I worked. We were so understaffed that shit like that happened all the time, and then they would find a way to blame us. So I got some stories. I got some fucked up stories. I was also sexually harassed in that Big Y. And then the HR person had the nerve to tell me it was my fault if anybody else, you know, ended up getting harassed after me because I refused to give. I was like, I'm not going in, like, I'm not pressing charges, I'm not doing any of this, because he was literally like coming to my house at night. He knocked over my mailbox. He was stalking me. He threatened to have all these gangs like sent out after me. So no, I'm not going to come in and like have like a conflict resolution conversation. It's already been put in with the police. Like, I'm not doing it here. And then they had the nerve to be like, well, if it happens again, that's your fault. No, just fucking fire him. Go pull up the police report and fucking fire him. I hate Big Y. From our family to yours, yeah, fucking right. Like, yeah, fucking right. I wanted to do like this, but my brain couldn't think fast enough. So instead, I'll do this. So glad you're here with us now, Dutch. Thank you. Me too. I hope you don't ever work in those conditions ever again. I won't. I'll do anything not to do that. I'm more of a nanny girl. Like, if I can't make money from my business at any point, I'll just go nanny someone's kid, because I'm good at that. Or I'll go teach a dance class somewhere. Like, I don't ever have to be a fucking chicken slinger again. I used to work for Circle K. The assistant manager did the same thing to me, and I got written up. Dude, I am not, like, that doesn't surprise me at all. They are not, like, you know, they used to be like, unions are the devil. Unions are the devil because you don't provide your workers with adequate workspace, and you don't give them their rights. You don't meet their basic human rights with your work. So you want them to think that unions are the problem, when in reality, like, your poor policies are the problem. Like, when I was only, I think I was like 20, I think I turned 21 while I was working there. So I didn't know, you know? It's one of those things. Dude, what the fuck? Who are these people? Why I don't think I'm gonna do the 9 to 5 ever again. For real. They always get their karma in the end. Yes, they do. You're lucky you didn't need a skin graft. That's bull. Medical attention is that's bull. Medical attention is needed for burns like that. And you know what? Actually, I will link it in my description after the video. But what ended up happening was I found this really amazing skincare company, and it's like a guy, it's like a dad, and he has like some daughters. He was a single dad. His daughters started to get acne, and like nothing was working, but he was a scientist, so he decided to, like, such shit I would do. Like, he was like, fuck this, I'm taking matters into my own hands. And then he started making like high quality skincare products, and there was chapstick that they had given me as like a free sample. And this woman had written on the reviews that she had chemo and radiation, and she had blisters all in her mouth from it, and she said the chapstick was the only thing that healed her blisters. And so I was like, okay, well, if it's safe to put on the mouth, then it's for chemo and radiation, it's definitely safe to put on my burn. So I swear to God, that burn, because it turned into a big scab eventually once, I think my dad, like, popped the blister. It was so disturbing. But, so once it turned into a big scab, I started putting that on it, and I swear it was, like, shrinking, like, one size every fucking night. I'd wake up, and it was like the Grinch's heart, but in reverse. It would, like, shrink, 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 shrink. All right, David, don't be weird. This is not the spot to be weird. I miss people doing story times on YouTube. You're good at story times. You should do it more. Thanks. I know, right? I like that. Like, that's the kind of content I like. Like, I want to hear people just, like, mindlessly chatter about crazy situations that I haven't been in. That's what I want. Yeah, it was amazing. I'll link it. I'll link the specific chapsticks, and then you can see the website from the chapsticks. Hello, Nance. Almost cut my finger off. Right ring finger. Had a big cut on my hand from the plastic wrap. Great at work. Dude, I literally sliced the palm of my hand open one time at that same job, too, because they replaced the knives and nobody told me that we had new knives. And if you know, like if you've worked in a restaurant, when you have a dull knife, you can literally go like this and it won't do shit. Well, they put brand new knives. Nobody told me. I fucking sliced right through the sandwich, sliced my palm open, was bleeding all over everything, literally in the middle of making this guy's sandwich. And then my boss made fun of me and was like, oh, what a brave little soldier you are. And I was literally about to pass out. And thank God there was like one sane woman in my department who was like 10 years older than me, had kids, no nonsense, like single mom, was always standing up for me, always like, you know, having my back. And she like dressed my wound because I was about to fucking pass out. She's cool. I would hang out with her today if I had the opportunity. But she was so like young and spicy too, and like people used to think we were like sisters, and like she looked amazing for her age. She did not look like, she was like my age now, so it'd be like if I was working there now at like gonna be 31 and there was like these like 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds and I was just like had their back. That's what it would be like. A fairy godmother, exactly. Yeah, guys, please hit the like. 67 people in here, only 38 likes. 71 people in here, 38 likes. Please like it. Then other people will get notified. All right. Let's talk about what we're doing, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay. Go to my website because I can't even remember. We have so much going on this next. Okay, so the first thing we have coming up, book online. The first thing we have coming up is the male spirit protection fire ceremony. So this one we're throwing in pretty much everything but the kitchen sink because I just did that really great, amazing, like return to sender and protection ritual down by the water with the divine feminine energy. So I thought I would use the masculine energy of fire to do our first fire ceremony of the season, and to get that good balance of the divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And I'm pretty much throwing in like all my male spirits and male ancestors. And so I really wanted to add Ogun specifically because he just shows up for me when I least expect him to, and he asks for like literally nothing. Like there was this one time I was at a gas station and there was a very scary homeless looking man. He could have been living out of his truck, but he had a very rundown truck. He looked sketchy as fuck. He looked like he was high as hell on drugs. He was looking at me. It was late. It was probably like close to midnight, just me and him outside. And he was looking at me. I have had plenty of men look at me with like fucking hungry, predatory eyes. I've never really been looked at so murderously other than when my fucking abusive ex would black out. Like, I've never had a random stranger look at me like, oh, your skin would look good, like, filleted across my couch. Like, that's how it felt when this man looked at me. So I'm staring at him and I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, I gotta be on my on my game with this freakazoid. And then literally he just showed up, like I saw him and felt him in my head. He showed up over my left shoulder. And I don't know what my Orisha head is because I'm not part of the Ifa religion. I just know that they all call me child because when they talk to me, that's just how they talk to me in my head. And so he came up right behind me, and instantly when his spirit did, the guy stepped back, and then I just heard him in my head say, "You will not lay a finger on this child of Ogun." And then the guy moved. He was like, literally, okay, so like if he's like the gas thing is on the other side of the car. Here are our cars. The gas thing is on this side. He's like here. And there's nothing between me and him but my car. And so when that happened, he, like, went back to the other side and stopped fucking staring at me like he wanted to slit my fucking throat. So, and Ogun came through again. I was at this casino, and I just knew, like, it sounds fucked up, but I just knew there was, like, human trafficking. I just knew. Like, I walked in there, and I instantly could feel that, like, I just knew there was some really shady underground shit going on. And it's even crazy because, like, you can gamble underage there, but I just know they're trafficking. And so I also felt a skinwalker there, and I am Native American, so I could feel that, like, there's just a lot of evil on that land. Casinos always are shady, I agree. And so while I'm there, I literally get the message, like, cover your drink, because, like, there was also all these middle-aged men that had just been out, like, golfing, and they, instead of, like, I was at this restaurant there, and instead of, like, looking at the sports on TV, they were all just, like, looking over their shoulder at the bar at me. This was, like, last week when I did the twin flame ritual. This happened, and so I just kept thinking, like, fuck my drink. And then you have to use the bathroom outside of the restaurant. So I was like, shit, like, I don't even know if my drink is safe right now. I straight up kept feeling like I was going to get roofied. And then Ogun came through so strong and was, like, standing at my table and was like, nobody's going to touch your drink, go pee. And I was like, okay. So I did, and I came back, and I was, like, drinking it, and it tasted normal. And then I went through, like, a plan in my head. Guys, always have a plan. Don't panic, but always have a plan, especially when you're alone. Like, I was like, okay, so if I don't feel good, I'm going to immediately call 911, you know, tell them my situation. If anything, I will go in my car. I will lay on my side in case I throw up, then I don't die. I'll be in my car so no one can bother me, or I'll go find someone from up front. Like, I literally had the plan in my head. But so, yeah, I wanted to do something for, oh, that's smart. Take your drink with you when you go to the bathroom if you can. That's smart. I'm going to do that next time. You've been seeing, ooh, hi, Elizabeth. I'm getting everybody's packages out, by the way, tomorrow. I'm sending all the bracelets. You need a legua to guide you through through a casino safely. I do work with the legua, so the funny story about that, not funny actually, is the negative attachment that was attached to my ex masqueraded as Ilegua for like a year before I figured out that it wasn't the real Ilegua, because the real Ilegua came to me and was like, that guy's a fucking imposter. And I was like, what? And then when I tapped into it, I saw it. It was like a gremlin thing, like in its real form. It like crawled off my ex and like followed me to my house. I killed it. At this point, it's dead. But yeah, so I work with the real Ilegua now. But even, you know, really psychic people get scammed. Just like smart people get scammed by people. Psychic people get scammed by spirits too, you know. But yeah, so we're doing that the male energy. Let's see, I'll read it to you. Oh, also Shiva. Shiva's been coming through so strong. Since we just finished up the protection spell with my female ancestors and spirits, I decided to show some love to my male spirits of protection and justice. I will be petitioning Ogun, Ochosi, Zeus, Krishna, Baal, Asmodeus, to name a few spirits, along with some of my male ancestors and Shiva. Although they are female, we are also going to throw Santa Muerte and Kali into the mix as well, just because I just want to show them some love, and they have a very, although they have a very feminine energy in some ways, there is a very masculine energy about them as well, and I just want to throw them into the mix. There will be meats, metal objects, alcohol, and tobacco for offerings. The fire ceremony will include light language, prayer, sound healing, and offerings to the fire. You will get a petition thrown in the fire. This will be the first fire ceremony of the season, so we will kick it off with a public live. Lifetimes are always subject to change, and should there be an issue with weather, such as rain or fire warnings, the live will be promptly rescheduled. No refunds or exchanges. Thank you. I look forward to working with you. So that's the first thing we have coming up, our first fire ceremony. And then the next thing we have coming up is the happy marriage spell. You guys are going to love this. This was everyone was most excited for this in the friendship spell. I'm very excited for this. So there are 2 levels to the happy marriage spell. So for the regular spell, this working can be used to sweeten an existing partnership or marriage, to encourage your partner to propose to you, or to call in your life partner and in turn create a happy marriage and lineage. If you know me, you know I'm a Cancer zodiac, and there's nothing that I cherish more than family and a happy home. My parents have been happily married for 35 years and counting, and I will settle for nothing less than my soulmate and life partner. When we were on a family vacation, I found a beautiful handmade candle called Aruba Shores. And Aruba is where my parents spent their honeymoon all those years ago. I've also been saving a happy marriage candle that I got during the Lionsgate portal of last year. Also, I already know I'm going to get married during the Lionsgate portal. Someday I'm going to have a beach wedding during the Lionsgate portal at some point, because it's not just 8/8, but maybe I'll get married on 8/8. I don't know. We'll see. So I got that happy marriage candle, will be a year ago. There will be flowers, food, libations, and other offerings for the spirits. For this working, you will get a tea light and a petition. The petition will be given to the ocean along with all the offerings for the spell. There will be light language, prayer, and a short meditation. This will be a public live, and live times are always subject to change. So same with that one. And then for the second level, if you are wanting more of like an immersive, if you want a charm, essentially, like how I do sometimes, where you can get like a bracelet with my workings, or you can get I used to make the Orgonite to sell with my workings. Well, I made really, really cool little necklaces, and they're not on their strings yet, but they're 3D, and it's the first time I've ever made them. So they're Orgonite. They have labradorite and amethyst in them, so they are Orgonite. And then they have these little bubbles and flowers that I put on them with shiny resin. And so we're going to actually be picking from these today for the 18 plus. And you get one, a miscellaneous one. And these are all, this one's already accounted for, because the first person who signed up, I let them pick their color. So that one's already accounted for. And then I have one that I'm actually going to wear, that I'm going to charge up for myself. And then these are the ones that I have available. That's so beautiful. Thank you. So yeah, so these are going to be charged up with the happy marriage spell. So if you want like a charm to go with that, and basically like a talisman that's activated with the energy of the spell, this is what I have. And I have 4 of them left. Yeah. So that's the happy marriage spell. Okay. Let's do the other ones. And then after that, we're doing a fertility spell. I don't know if anyone's going to sign up for this, and if they don't, that's fine. But I just figured I'd make it an option, because I don't know if my clients need it. But so we have, I have a pretty good method that I use to help Teresa actually conceive. It was, is there problems in the chats? Oh no, there's not. Someone was just deleting their own comment. I was like, what's going on? So the fertility spell, I have this method that I use to help, and I guess we didn't know. I don't know. Obviously, I didn't set the intention. Like, she was setting the intention when it happened, but she had had trouble conceiving, and then she was able to after our ancestor working and veneration. So I remember the spell I did for that, and so I wanted to offer it to other people, but it's a very immersive spell, so if you sign up for that, it's one with homework. So for the fertility spell, I said, so I've helped clients in the past who were struggling to conceive, and I wanted to offer this service again. For this working, you will have homework, and the spell will be interactive. We will journal, meditate, and do a ritual together. You will need 2 glass cups that you don't mind throwing away, a Sharpie, a notebook, and a pen. So it's a very minimal supply spell. I will also do an egg cleanse for you in my river. This will be a Zoom meeting together, and the link will be sent 24 hours before the working and will be sent to the email that you use at checkout. I can't make any promises because I'm not God, but I can say it has helped in the past. So, no refunds or exchanges. Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you. So that is going to be a Zoom thing if you are in need of that. And then what else am I doing? Oh, my first ever class, and then the friendship spell is the last one, I think. Yeah. Okay, so for my first ever class, I'm tired just talking about this shit. There's so many. Okay. By popular demand, I will now be hosting Zoom classes. We will introduce ourselves, pray together, have some light intuitive movement and dance. Do visualization together, and I will answer questions you submit. There will be a form to fill out sent to the email you use at checkout. Please fill this out to the best of your ability and send it back. We will use this to get questions and activity ideas from you all. So I have some plans. But basically I want to do healing together. I want to do answer your questions. I want to do movement together. I want to do visualization together. So yeah, that's going to be fun. This class will probably be a couple hours, but I'm not sure since it's the first one. There's only 10 spots available, and the Zoom link will be sent 24 hours before the class. But I'm excited to like see your guys' faces and talk to you, because I have some clients I've still never even seen their face, you know, and they've been working with me for years. And then our last but not least, our friendship spell. You can find all this. Lizzie's putting the links to everything. Yep, Sasha's helping me with that. Okay. This is straightforward. I've lost a lot of friends, and my sister is moving away. I need to call in more members of my soul tribe. Feel free to join me in doing so. For this working, we will be doing a fire ceremony to call in more fun and friendship into our lives. There will be prayer, light language, sound healing, and offerings to the fire. Oh, it's a fire ceremony. Sorry, I guess I forgot. You will also get a loaded petition thrown into the fire. Fire ceremonies are weather permitting, and should there be poor weather, the live will be promptly rescheduled. This will be a public live, and live times are always subject to change. No refunds or exchanges. I look forward to working with you. So that is what we have. I will also, Lizzie, if you can email me, like when you put all the links for this, reading, if you can email me everything that you put, like all the links for the spells, I'd really appreciate that, because then I can just repost that on my community page, and that would save me a lot of time. But I just don't know if I can copy paste someone else's comment. Yes, I need to do a friendship spell. Yeah, same. Hi, nice to see you, too. Thank you, Lizzie. Fertility spells are good for manifesting not just children, like ideas, too. I agree. Like, I'll be doing it for me, but I'm not trying to conceive a whole child in this moment. Is there any spells for beauty? I just did a beauty spell. I'm going to do another one. think that's going to be my MO, because I'm really good at it. And Aphrodite seems to really like me, and I really like her. So I'm going to start working with her probably once a month. And I also am going to be making a bunch of beauty products. I'm going to be making the old stuff that I usually make. Like, I'm going to make sex and date night soap, sex and date night scrubs, sugar scrubs. But I'm also going to do I'm going to do face soap. And like, as you can see, I have very sensitive skin. So if I can use this on my face, then most people with sensitive skin will be able to use it on their face as well. Obviously, I'm not everybody. I don't know what everyone needs, but I'm really sensitive. So I'm going to make a face soap. Oh, by the way, I finally tried my soap on my hair because I started using a new soap base called Singapore that is like way better for you, for your skin, and you can use it as shampoo. I used the money soap on my hair while I was on vacation, and people were just booking readings left and right. Like, I made so much money on vacation because I washed my hair with the money soap. Like, I wasn't even working. I was vacationing. I mean, I was working, but not like actively hustling, you know? So, and my hair looked way better than it was softer, and it looked way better than it has in a long time. So I'm never buying shampoo again. I'm simply going to use the soap I made on my hair. So that is a first-hand testimonial of just how good that soap was on my hair. Excited for the face soap. I have eczema on my eyes. Oh no. Well, the face soap is just going to have a little bit of honey, Singapore, which is like that nice soap base, and then also a little bit of olive oil from the Beauty Spell that I charged up when I was in South Carolina. And you know, they almost didn't let me take those little olive oils, but the guy was like, oh, like, that lady's being such a stickler. It's only a little bit over 3 ounces, so you can take it. And I was like, thank you, Aphrodite, and all my spirits. All right, now that I just spent 45 minutes talking, beauty spray would be so nice, and I've been using the Joy and Peace shampoo bar, and my hair has been feeling amazing, right? Girl. Yes, the jelly soaps are just regular soap, but the soft white soaps, those are shampoo and soap. Yeah. All right, let's get into this reading. Also, I still have a ton of money spray, guys. I got money spray. I got money jars. Hello from Australia. Hi. Money spray, money jars. Used up all the soap, but I got money wax melts. The very cutie little wax melts. They even come with like a cute bag that you can write your petition on. I got the money goods, and then these are, we will just hide that, but these are everybody's packages over here. Hannah, this one's yours. But those are all gonna go out tomorrow. So let's smoke a bowl and do our little reading. Thank you, Lizzie. All right, let's do this. So I want to find out, like, let's do something fun and light. I want to find out, the wax melts smell good. The wax melts smell so good. Thank you. So my wax melts are actually a combination of both coffee scent, hazelnut coffee, and banana nut bread. And when you mix them, they smell so good. But if you like food smells, some people don't really like food smells, but I think they smell amazing. The banana nut bread is what I used on my hair, and you might think, ew, that might not smell good on your hair, but it smelled very great on my hair. And guys, also, I bought the stickers for them. I haven't made them yet, but I'm making a twin flame potion, and I'm making an ancient Kemetic womb magic potion. And yes, I'm saying it's womb magic, but like, you don't have to have a womb to tap into womb magic. The womb is from whence we all came. None of us would exist without a womb, alright? That's just fucking science, man. Unless any of y'all are clones. But the womb from which we all came, so anyone can use that, and it's really just to connect to the red land and the black land, like ancient Kemet. That one's gonna be next level powerful. That one's really, really good for for like starseed beings and people who feel a strong connection to ancient Egypt. A lot of us have reincarnated from that time because it did just become the age of Aquarius, and back then it was also the age of Aquarius. So a lot of us have reincarnated to experience that again and to be the way showers into this time of knowledge and out of deception. I figured you were a clone. Thank you. Yeah, they are fairy food. My fairy food wax melts because they're so cute. They come in a really cute bag and they're in the shape of marshmallows, cookies, like Cookie Crisp, like the fucking cereal, like little tiny cookies. They're in the shape of cookies, Fruit Loops, and marshmallows. They are so cute. They smell so good and they attract money. Bitch. So suck on that. But don't. Because it's wax. And it's both, it's soy wax and beeswax, if you were wondering. Soy wax and beeswax. I feel like that person who was hitting on me earlier came to the wrong live. It is not that spicy up in here. It's just kind of weird. It's weird. It's lit. Really love Anubis. Me too. I like your name too. That's pretty, Fiona. But, like Princess Fiona. But I love Anpu. That's his name in Ancient Kemet. Anubis is his Greek name, but his name translated in Ancient Kemet is Anpu. A-N-P-U. But he is a... I've woken up with his soul, like, over me while I sleep. My friend's dog really embodies Anubis as well. I've woken up with his soul standing over me while I sleep. Yeah. Womb Magic is gonna be a must for me for sure. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I love having a weird Liddy time. I added the Liddy titty. Thanks, me too. I may do 18 plus. But I realize I am way more like, I am for the female gaze. I am like 95% of my audience is female. And when I dance, like when I do my pole dancing and stuff, like I'm being weird. I'm dancing to feel good. I'm dancing to spread out. And I am pretty much like, I have honed in on the female gaze and connecting to the female spirit. And then there's just like these handful of men that get like scattered within it that are like, I can appreciate art. You remind me of Janis Joplin, Free Spirit. Thank you. And that, people tell me that. Actually, I've gotten that a decent amount in my life. Thank you for being so open and home. It's helped me so much through the years. You're welcome. Thanks for sticking with me throughout these years. You look like a monkey, or I look like a monkey on my pole. Hey, monkeys are cool. No, actually, they scare me a little bit, but maybe if I met a nice monkey, I wouldn't feel that way. When I think of monkeys, I think of when I went to a zoo in Peru, and that rhymes, a zoo in Peru, and the monkeys were in really bad conditions, and it was like not humane, and they were really creepy, and they were like peeing and pooping on each other, and then one was like masturbating, looking at my like 7-year-old cousin, and I was like, can I die right here? Like, would it be okay if I just killed myself right now? Like, it was really disturbing. It was really disturbing. And after that, I didn't like monkeys. Was listening to a song yesterday and was thinking you would do the most beautiful dance to it. Oh, thank you. It's called Eyes Without a Face. Oh, creepy. Yikes. Yeah, it was yikes. It was yikes. And no, I'm not going to disturb you, but a lot of the animals were sick. I just saw a lot of sick animals at that zoo. There was not, there was poor regulations around that zoo, and it was scary. Zoos are already freaky sometimes if they're not well kept. I really want to learn to pole dance. It's so pretty. Yeah, just go and do it. Just do it. You just got to take the first step, and then you'll be addicted. Once you start, you won't want to stop. I'm sorry you had a similar experience at a zoo recently. Definitely for the refined male gaze. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Other men will be like, ew, what's she doing? Why's she doing that? Why is she talking about that? Why did she burp like that? Why she swear like that? I don't know. I'm an acquired taste. Why is she flailing? That was a comment I got when my page was still public, and I was literally just moving to feel good. And I had one man who was like a Broadway dancer comment on it, and he was like, beautiful, could feel the emotion. And then this other guy whose photo was only a truck was like, this was the least erotic thing I've ever seen. Are you having a seizure just flailing around? And I was like, what the fuck? I got angry and I said some really mean things. And then I made my page private. Told him he was too ugly to have his profile picture as his face, and that's why he was struck. I said a lot of mean stuff. I told him his dick was broken. I said many rude things. And then I was like, this is not very spiritual of me. I'm just gonna make my page private. And then now I just don't accept men. Like, I just don't let men follow me. Anytime I get a request, I'm like, no, delete. Glad you guys thought that was funny. Yeah, sometimes you do just gotta flail around. It wasn't about the guy with the broken dick. It was about me moving and feeling good and feeling free. It's not... I know this might shock you, random man on the internet whose truck is your profile picture. This may shock you. But everything a woman does, particularly me, is not for your pleasure. The world doesn't exactly revolve around your penis. So the sooner you learn that from my flails, the easier time you'll have in life. And the sooner you learn that I fucking bite back, that I'm not just gonna let a fucking random, probably middle-aged, old enough to be my dad, probably has daughters, guy, fucking chew me out and insult me and bully me. No, bitch, I'm gonna go for the lowest blows. I'm gonna make you lay up at night at like 3 a.m. with your blankie up here, shaking in your boots because the pole dancing slut, flaily slut from online said my dick was broken. Like, I just hope he stayed up at night thinking about how he's not gonna bully young women online anymore, because they'll fucking bite back. We're not built the same, especially us bitches from the 90s. Are you fucking kidding me? We didn't have the benefit of, like, gentle parenting and shit like that. Us from the 90s, we got the MK Ultra times a million. We got the fucking going from, like, cassette tapes and CDs to the internet in, like, our prime developmental years. We've got getting raised by daycares and nannies. We've got getting raised by the fucking TV when the daycare and the nanny weren't doing their job. And then we've also had to be, like, cutthroat and masculine as fuck just to fucking survive out here while also being, like, the epitome of, like, innocence and purity while also being, like, a sex symbol. Like, don't fuck with us bitches from the 90s. We've been MK Ultra'd and brainwashed and thrown this way and thrown that way. We will fucking come for the jugular because we've had to learn how to survive in ways that we've had to learn how to be so adaptable. Like, so adaptable. And we're right in the center of all the chaos. Well said. Thank you. That's why they wonder why women like me and you, if you're relating to this, are so hard. We're hard because we had to be. We're learning how the fuck to be soft because we had to survive. Now that we've learned how to survive efficiently, we're, like how I was saying at the full circle, how I said at the beginning, I just want to be. I'm tired of hustling. That's played out. Now I did it. I recognize there's shit I need to change about my not change about my personality, but other parts of my personality I need to embrace. Let's say that. Like, I know I can hustle. I know I can make a lot of money. How about I see that I can relax? How about I embrace that, you know? So, yeah. Now we have to learn to be soft. My mom hates that I have so much masculine energy. Like, I'm trying to be soft, but it's hard when people hurt you all over your life. Exactly. And that's why it's like, you literally have to. So I had answered a prompt from Conjure Queen, because she was like, why is it the strongest people who have the hardest time with vulnerability? And it gave me a lot of insight, because I really thought about it, and I was like, because we're literally creating new neural pathways, because the strongest people are usually the ones who have been forced to survive, right? So we've been forced into survival mode, usually at a really young age. And so because of that, we have to literally create new neural pathways in our mind to recognize that our kindness should have never been used against us or seen as a weakness as it has been in the past. So you have to literally retrain your brain into believing that you're safe now, when your brain just wants to keep telling you, but it's not safe to be kind. It's not safe to be soft, because the last time I did, I got my ass beat. Or the last time I did, I got this happen. The last time I did, I got my heart broken. No, you have to literally fill in that other neural pathway, and by not using it anymore. So you it's like a river. It's like water. Water is going to take the path of least resistance, and it's a fucking dug deep neural pathway that's been carved into your literal brain, and the energy, like water, wants to flow through the easiest source. You have to actively close that riverbed by not using it anymore, and creating some sort of dam, like coping skills or whatever, and forcing that energy into this new neural pathway. But at first, it's going to be really messy, because it's not entrenched. It's not ingrained. The water hasn't created the riverbed yet. I just heard Just Around the Riverbed by Pocahontas. It's like, that's why it's so hard for us, because we're literally out here paving new neural pathways in our brain that say, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. I learned my lessons, and now I'm not going to let that happen again. So I'm going to use this new neural pathway where my kindness is not, and my softness, and my vulnerability, and my honesty, and my openness, and my ability to relate and have healthy relationships, it's safe, and it's not going to be used against me, because I'm not the same person I was, and I'm not going to let the same people in my life take advantage of me, or the same kind of people take advantage of me. I'm going to find people who align with that new neural pathway. So that's why it's so hard. And I do think that, like I was saying, my generation that was born in the 90s has a different kind of fucked up twist to it, because it was like the narrative, think about how many times the narrative changed. Like, literally, like, I don't know, the pendulum just stays swinging in such an extreme, and us 90 kids are just trying to fucking keep up on top of all the fucking global disaster that we've experienced in our lifetimes. Global disaster, and even like financial disaster, and like just like shit that other people don't get. You know? I could go on and on and on. Yeah, because Canada is burning up right now. Alberta too. What the heck? What do you mean? Exactly, almost 30 years of being like, this isn't just going to disappear. Exactly. You're making it. You're making active changes, you know. Sent you the email with the links. Thank you, Lizzie. You're awesome. Compassion is a strength in nature, regardless of society. So true. It's hard even trusting new people. I agree. Last time I got hurt, it genuinely changed me, and I feel like the innocent view I had on life is just gone. It's really sad. People don't have good intentions, and that was hard to understand for me. I fucking get it. I have to do a story time about my car accident as well when I'm feeling up for it, because that was also a time when I lost faith in humanity, and I just didn't trust anybody, you know? But I will say this, time makes a really big difference. Like how it's cliche. I had a friend who used to say cliches are cliches for a reason, because they resonate with a lot of people. And it is true that the more time you put between you and a really horrific experience or upsetting experience or whatever, the more time you put between you and that experience, the less it hurts. You know? But it's like that with joy too. I feel like anything that you get far down the timeline from, it's easier to detach from. Sweet blessings. I was on my phone, didn't think to make it. Hi, Kate. Yeah, it could take a lot of time, so patience is required. Yeah, that's why a lot of people fucking give up, dude. That's why people fucking give up on changing themselves and being better all the time. Because it's hard. It's unfamiliar and it's difficult. One time, it's also some old friends were playing The Sims or something. I don't know. I don't really play video games, but they were making me, and they were like debating because like she wanted to put makeup on me. Like my friend wanted to put makeup on me, and her significant other at the time didn't because I don't really wear makeup. And so they were like having this little argument. And he was like, Nikki doesn't wear lipstick. And then he was like, right? You don't wear lipstick, Nikki. And I was so drunk. I was just like laying on the ground like a sleepy baby. And I was just like laying there like a crime scene. And they were like, you don't wear lipstick, right? And I was like, no, I literally wear Aquaphor or Vaseline on my lips. That's what I'm putting on now. That's the only thing that makes my lips feel quenched. My faith in humanity was mildly restored for a moment the other day because 3 of my chickens got out and my neighbors I do not know helped me capture them and didn't call the cops. That's wonderful. You should write that in a gratitude journal. Oh, hi, little peach tea. I love hearing your views and advice, Dutchie. I've been in my hermit mode and also feel so lonely, but I think I'm on my way to healing. Your lives make me feel less lonely. Thanks. That made me feel good. My DM called me today and said nothing. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny. I think it's the exclamation point that hurts my abs. Oh my god. It's the call me spell. If you did it, they're just like, I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh my god. I don't know why that's so funny. Okay. My DM called me today and said nothing, either pocket dial or fear, just silence on the other line. I only have 1 bar of service. I'm by the river, but yeah. That's interesting. Thanks for sharing that. That made me happy. I caught a DM and a lie after that call me spell. Ooh, let me tell you, that was my spirits. My spirits do not like lies. Because I don't like lies. I don't like sneaky behavior either. I don't fuck with sneaky behavior. I don't understand it. I find it really uncomfortable. Very repulsive. I was actually doing a lot of inner work on that today because I have a lot of, like, I assign a lot of meaning to sneaky behavior. Like, I like, then find the person to be untrustworthy or, like, almost, like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I assign all this meaning to their character based on sneaky behavior when sometimes it's not coming from a malicious place. It's coming from, like, a wounded place. And then I realize as well, I throw the baby out with the bathwater by when somebody betrays me or somebody tells me something that was like a hidden truth. Then all of a sudden I not only lose or they do something that's out of alignment with how I perceived them, aka doing something that I feel like isn't as morally, like, you know, I just feel like I wouldn't do that to them when they do something to me that I would never do to them, that I put some sort of idea on, like moral idea on it. It made me realize that I throw out the baby with the bathwater and I immediately don't trust them at all anymore. And then I also don't trust myself because I chose to put them in my life. And then I immediately don't trust Source. I lose all my faith in Source because I'm like, why would you do this to me? And so that was like a big realization I had today, that I gotta stop doing that. Like, people make mistakes. People are sneaky. People meet you where they're at. And it's not necessarily like, you don't have to hate them or like jump to all these like other places in your head. You can just say, oh, that's terrible that they did that, and that was probably a them thing, instead of like finding a way to always like turn it around and be like, the fuck you, Source, fuck you, Nikki, like make a huge deal out of it. I can just be like, oh, that happened and it's happening like that, and there's nothing I can do about it, so that's that, you know. Attachment, I guess. Yeah, you can only meet them as deep as they meet themselves, literally. I think that's why the guy can only seem to creep on me via bird, because my spirits won't let him get close. Found out from a reading he has been lying since 2 years ago and tried to hurt me on purpose. Yep. My spirits don't like lying, I'm telling you. They don't. That's super hard reality check. Me too. Yeah. Yeah, you... Oh, wait, I already read that. Alright, let's just get to this fucking reading, and then I think I'm gonna burn some stuff. Okay. Alright. We have 3 groups to pick from today. The reading that we're doing is, what is your next date going to be like? And so what I'm going to do is, this is going to just be pure speculation and prediction. I'm just going to tap in, see what I can see. Just kind of something fun. I want to see maybe their characteristics or what they'll be like energetically or their personality. And I want to see what the date will be like. And then we'll get some 18 plus stuff too. Because, you know, excuse me, I know you guys love it. Okay. So let's see. Alright. So this is going to be group 1. We have this talisman charm thing for the happy marriage spell. This is a white flower with the little bubbles, and it's in the shape of a square. So that is group 1. Group 2 is going to be this little rectangle piece. It's got like a, what is that, like a pink daisy. All of these have labradorite, amethyst, and yeah, in them. So that's going to be group 2. There we go. And then group 3 is this circle with the green flower. Circle with the green flower. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So you can go ahead and pause the video if you need to, if you're watching this after the fact. If not, if you're watching this live, make your decision now. Now or never, baby. I'll let you think while I hit this bowl. Channeling 1, pile 3, number 3, feeling nervous. Oh, love you too. Ow, my tailbone. I just had a tailbone pain. Ah! Pile 1, pile 3. Love you too. Group 1. Who's choosing group 2? Nobody's choosing group 2. Oh, there we go. Pile 2. There's a group 2er. Group 2, baby boo. Hell yeah. Group 2 and 3. Nice. Yeah, you can pick more than one. In fact, bitch, if you're on Hinge or something, you should just pick all 3. Group 1 and 2, group 2. Group 2. Pile 2. There we go. Here's everybody. Thank you for saying it so pretty. All right, let's do it. Group 1. Group 1. Oh, we got to start with our prayer. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source. Humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those watching and all my clients, and just say thank you for everything that you bless us with. We are so grateful for all aspects of life, the challenges and the blessings, all of it. We understand this all makes a well-rounded soul and individual in this very polarized reality. So we just say thank you. Thank you for giving me the strength, even though I'm so tired, to like do all my work that I need to do and like get my house clean. And I'm grateful for, I feel like I have time. Like, time is what I have. It's energy. And I just have to trust the process, and I just trust you, Source, and I just say thank you for helping me. I'm happy I could get all my packages done because I really wanted to get that done, so thank you. And I ask, please, that I be a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. I ask, please, that no truth be told for a lie, no lie be told for a truth. Let all the information that comes through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. Please grant me access to the Akashic records so I may give a good and accurate reading. And please let all this information come only from the source from which all things come, and let it flow through Christ consciousness. And let all of this only ever be for the highest and greatest good of all those watching, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. I pray all of this with the purest of hearts, the best of intentions, in perfect comfort and alignment. Amora, Ashe Namaste, by the power of 3, so motive B always works, always a blessing. Still so trippy that people say that prayer with me. Thanks for your support, guys. All right, group 1. Group 1. Beautiful prayer, thanks. Not such a beautiful sound that came out of me. All right, let's see. Should I get characteristics first or the date first? I guess characteristics. We'll get characteristics first. We'll get physical characteristics, and we'll get personality too. So Spirit, group 1, the people who chose the little white pendant, white flowered pendant. What are the physical characteristics of the person who will be taking group 1 out on a date? Okay. So I see that they might have brown hair. I do feel like they're going to be a hairy person. Like, I feel like they're going to have a beard and could have long hair, could have dreads, or there could be something very significant about their hair. Because you can see we do have this devil here, and, you know, he's got the beard and the long hair. So maybe you're in, I feel like it could totally be a dude like this that's got that, like, rugged look. But I also just feel like even if they don't look like that, I feel like there's going to be something really significant about their hair or their facial hair. Like, they might have, like, a really silly mustache or something, and you're like, what the heck? You know, like, something like that. Or their hair is going to be very eye-catching in some way. It's going to add to their look. Like, their look just makes sense. And, like, their hair is going to go with, like, their style. So, like I was saying, they might be, like, a hippie dude. Or literally, I'm seeing, like, a lumberjack guy. You know, those, like, lumberjack guys, perhaps. Like that. Or just somebody who's, like, could be a firefighter. I don't know why I just saw that. I mean, I noticed this, and obviously that's, like, a phallic thing. But, like, also, what if it's a pole? And what if he's a firefighter? Or what if they're a pole dancer like me? If it's, like, they could be, yeah, they could work with a pole. Yeah. Yep. And they're also going to like your hair, and they're going to be very touchy with you. Like, you're going to know that they have an interest in you because they're going to make it known that they have an interest in you. So they're going to, like, you know, when they, like, have an excuse to touch you, they're going to take that excuse. Like, oh, you're so funny. Or, like, come on. Or, like, oh, like, there's something in your hair, you know. They're going to just, yeah. be very affectionate. I actually feel like they might be strong too. They might be pretty strong physically, and if not, then they're a very strong, like, willed person. So it's like you're impressed by their will in some way. Like, maybe they're like, especially if they are hippie, maybe they're like, oh, I've been vegetarian for this many years, or like maybe they're like, I've been sober for this many years, or like their willpower, or if they're really strong, they're like, yeah, I go to the gym every day for the last like 5 years or something, you know, like you're going to be impressed by their stamina in some way. Maybe sexually too, but at first, when you're getting to know them, you're going to recognize their willpower and their strength, whether it be physical or emotional. They're going to really be touching you, because look at his grabby McGrab. Not to be confused with Mr. Krabs, but all the grabs. And I also feel like too, like, you're gonna be like, I don't know. Like they'll be like, come on, let me take you out. And you're like, I don't know. I thought about that today. Most men who I've ended up going on dates with or dating, even some women, it was because they heavily pursued me. I wasn't even that interested in them. Like, I would be like, no, like, I'm good on this. And then it was like the heavy pursual, which then eventually, and then I'd settle, because I'd be like, oh, this person's like, really, they must really like me. But you should never get in a relationship with someone that is, you know, way more into you than you're into them, because it just can cause so many fucking problems, and those problems can grow and escalate in a lot of different ways. So just make sure when you're committing to someone that it's reciprocal. But I almost feel like this is just this is like your next date. This isn't like, sorry, I didn't mean to get all doom and gloom, but just advice. Yeah, so this person definitely, I feel like you're going to be like, nah, like, I'm not really letting people take me out. And they're like, for real? Like, come on. Like, what if I took you to do this? Well, what's your favorite food? Or like, what do you do anyway that like I could join you for, that you'd be willing to let me join? Like, I feel like they're going to pursue you, and you're going to be a little unsure, but I also think you're going to be attracted to them. But it's more of just feeling like weird timing. Like, it feels like it all happens really fast. And so it's more of like one of those, because like that's the energy I feel in right now. Like, what, are you crazy? Like, they're like, come on, like, let me take you out right now. And you're like, are you crazy? We're like at the grocery store, and they're like, no, like, I have this plan. And you're like, what? Like, it feels fun. Feels fun. Or they're just really like, come on, you're like, literally, you were the night before, you're like, oh, I swear off men, I'm never dating again. And then this guy or whoever comes up to you, and they're like, come on, let me take you out on a date. And you're like, what? I swore off dating last night, you know? That's so funny. I feel like you're going to see each other out somewhere with a lot of people, but they're going to tell you that they've only been staring at you. You could be out dancing, could be at a club, you could be out at a festival, you could be at a show. It's getting nice weather where I'm at, my part of the world. It's summer, so a lot more stuff to do outside. Yeah, I also see too that I definitely think that they like to be dominant, not just energetically, but definitely in the bedroom as well. I feel that they're interested in that. And it can come off as pushy, I think, sometimes. But I think they're going to be brown hair, or like I said, significant something about their hair, facial hair. I think they're going to be strong physically, or like kind of built. And I think that, what else? Oh, like I said, they just have that, like, really masculine energy. So what else about them? I feel like it's going to happen fast. It could happen in Cancer season as well. 3 of Wands. Yeah, this person is like, okay, this person's gonna be like, dude, I've been dreaming of someone like you for a long time. You have to at least give me a chance. Look at, he's like, please. What the fuck? This is a persistent energy. They're like, please, come on, do me the favor. Take me out. Let me take you out. I just heard that song, Take Me Home Tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light, right? Oh my God, this person could be really trying to get you to sleep with them on the first date too, and it might be up to you to like set your boundaries, like, no, if that's not what you want to do, or if it's what you want to do, fucking do it. I'm not here to tell adults what to do. But, yeah, they're gonna just be like, please. I don't know why I can't stop laughing at this energy. It's silly. It's like smitten divine masculine does make me laugh because they just sometimes do silly things, like not being rude, not making fun of them. Like you can tell when a guy really fucking likes you, they just be silly sometimes. And I'm sure women are like that too. I don't know. Yeah, with the Chariot though, I feel like, and then the Three of Wands, it's gonna be very fast. So like if you've had issues in the past with people who like didn't want, it's almost like this person's gonna want to commit too early. Like you gotta find that healthy middle ground, because it's like if you've in the past had issues where people didn't want to commit, it's gonna be like the pendulum's gonna swing and it's gonna be the exact opposite, and you just need to look before you leap, okay? Or somebody could do a complete fucking 360 all of a sudden, like they hop a timeline, they shift, and you're like, I don't know, you know what I mean? But it's all gonna happen very fast. I think it's coming for Cancer season. Your person could have Cancer placements as well, and it's like they really have been looking for someone like you and like dreaming of this blessing. So they're going to express it in that way. They're not gonna be shy. They're gonna pursue you. If that's not something you're used to, that's why it's gonna feel a little overwhelming. But it's up to you whether or not you try, and you can go on one date and never see them again. Like, or you can talk to them on the phone. Like, I feel like you guys are going to meet each other out, though. Like, this doesn't feel like you met each other on, like, a website or something. This feels like they see you out, and they're like, I cannot leave this place without getting that girl's number. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like life or death. They're just dramatic. They're probably going to be drunk, I think. It seems like you got, my nose ring on inside my nose. So it seems like you guys are gonna be out somewhere fun and at night outside. That's what I think. That's my prediction. Comment back if it happens or if that already happened and I'm seeing something from the past. What else did I want to look at? Somebody's revving their engine outside. They might rev their engine at you to try and impress you, and you might be like, wow, that is impressive, or you might be like, oh, I'm not impressed. Whatever you're into, man. I'm going to a car show, my first car show. That's gonna be fun. I like cars. I like machines. I like stuff like that. Don't have much to say about it because I don't really know anything about them. But, like, come on, man. I'm into it. Like, I also like fucking spaceships, okay? And I'd like to go on one. Because sometimes people are rude. This is just a side note. This is just me talking. Some people will say, that's a truck slut. And it's like, no. Why do you gotta make it a sexual thing? Why can't I be a girl who likes machines? Fuck you. Don't make it weird, you know? And I like that I don't know anything about them. It helps me to keep it a hobby that I feel no attachment to. You know, it helps me to keep it a pleasantry from afar with no attachment, you know? Spirit's like, stop fighting with this 5 of Wands. Okay, sorry, Spirit. All right, so what do you want to tell me about the actual date? Oh. Uh-oh. Yo, this person might actually stand you up. What? Oh my God. All that for nothing? For real? About the date? Oh no. What? Then what was even the point of this reading? Oh my God. Okay, I guess this reading is a warning. There's a reason why. Are you kidding me? That's insane. There's a reason why. Okay. Ace of Cups at the bottom, though. There's a reason why you don't want to date this person. okay? There's a reason why you don't really want to let them take you out, because you don't want to end up, I just don't think it's going to end good. So we have 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the World. And it's just like, why was I laughing so much? Like, I guess their energy's funny, but I guess you shouldn't date someone, like, go on a date with someone that desperate, because, you know what, they're actually reminding me of, I shouldn't have gone on that date. Remember last summer when that guy picked me up at the fucking laundromat? Everyone gave me such a hard time for that, but I'm like, dude, we all gotta do our laundry. At least I know he's clean. What the fuck? But anyway, I don't go out. But he was weird. He was weird, and he, like, touched me way too much, even after I was saying, don't touch me, and, like, everyone was like, Nikki, you seriously should have just, like, gotten an Uber, like, been like, I'll be right back, just gotta use the bathroom, and then literally get an Uber and never talk to him again, like, block him on everything. I didn't. I, like, wrote it out, but they're saying it's gonna be a situation like that. Like, there's a reason that you're not gonna want to let this person take you out, so trust that gut reason, because with the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, they don't have the best of intentions. This person could even stand you up. They could end up making you pay for everything. This person's actually pretty much an asshole, it seems like, which that makes sense, because it was like, yeah, because I feel like when I went on that date, we had text conversation for days that seemed like really normal, but there were a few minor things that I was like, that's questionable. And then when I had the in-person, like, encounter, I realized there were several red flags that I was not, that actually scared me, and I was like, I'm out with a stranger. Like, dating, honestly, in 2023 doesn't even feel safe, like, from my perspective in some ways. And so Spirit's just giving you this warning so that you be safe. So if you meet someone out, when you're out doing something fun and they're heavily trying to pursue you, there's nothing wrong with, like, messing with them and flirting with them and whatever, but just know that this person does not have good intentions. They're not a good person. That's why they're being so desperately weird and trying to get you on a date in the first place when you already said no. That's so annoying when people don't understand no, which is true. And also, it's literally what I was saying at the beginning. I was laughing about it because it seemed funny from the outside looking in, but I guess it just kind of took a dark turn because we got the 7 of Swords. Like, 7 of Swords is not a fucking joke, and that's why, you know, I hate to give the readings like that, but I gotta keep it real. I gotta be honest. But even the fact that in the beginning of this story, you've said no multiple times and they don't respect that, it's like it wasn't even coming from a good place, and it shows that they won't respect it in other ways, you know? And then here with the 9 of Wands, Spirit's just saying that, like, you should have your guard up and that you should end this cycle as quickly as it starts. So if you meet someone out at, like, a show or something, don't even give them your number. That's my advice. You don't have to follow my advice, but that's what my cards say, and just be safe. And like we were talking about at the beginning of this reading, watch your drinks. You know what I mean? Just make sure. And that's not to group 1. That's to anybody ever. Because human trafficking is very real and very rampant. But, Spirit, you're right. It seems funny and cute from the outside, but underneath it usually has malicious intent. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm the reader, and I just got, like, the story just flipped. That's crazy. I didn't even see that coming as the reader. So here with I'm glad I pulled these cards. Here with the 8 of Swords, Spirit saying, don't worry. This is just going to remind you of your independence, and it's going to remind you of your power, and it's going to remind you of, like, your growth, because you're not going to fall for old tricks or, like, old bullshit, and you're going to be able to say, like, do what's best for you and say no. And so it's going to be very empowering. And then it's like Spirit saying that there is a bit more of, like, a hanged man period of time where there might be an in-between, but eventually you are going to get that wish come true, that wish fulfillment, because we do have the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So it's like, yeah, you might have this crappy interaction And then you might have like a limbo where like nobody really hits on you for a while, but then ultimately that interaction is a test to prove to yourself and to spirit that you've leveled up. And so then from that level up, you're able to have some sort of wish fulfillment, whether that's reconciliation, a new relationship, or whatever, but something that you've been wanting for a long time. And that something you've been wanting is like love, like real love. So my therapist calls it unmasking another imposter, because like when I was dating, or even like if I have given people chances, if I met them out or something, she would just say, aha, you've done it again, you've unmasked another imposter, because people will be really not transparent with you, to put it lightly and to put it kindly. People will lie, people will stretch the truth, people will pretend to be better than they are. Yeah, so you gotta continually, like I said, dating in 2023 can be complicated, and you sometimes have to continuously unmask imposters. All right, let's see. What are the sexual fantasies? I guess, do we even want them? Like, this person's crazy. Do we even want them? I guess we'll get them. Ugh. Let's get the sexual, like, energy of the new love. Let's do that, because we don't want it from the weirdo. The sexual energy of the new love, of the happiness at the end. I love your smell. So I feel like your person, whenever you do meet them, you're just going to love their smell. They're going to have a very intoxicating scent, and they're going to like your smell too. I feel like they're going to like the smell of your hair. So like if you use certain shampoo, or you like spray yourself with perfume, they're going to really like it. You're so beautiful, it's actually really intimidating, so they might get a little tongue-tied around you because they're just feeling like you're so beautiful. We have I want to make you squirt, so if you do, they think you do, or they're going to be like, oh man, I bet she gets real wet or something. And then you look so damn good. So yeah, they definitely are just going to be taken by you, staring at you, fantasizing about how good your pussy is if you got one. I need to be inside you, it heals me. And then we have, do you like butt stuff? Okay. And then we have, I want to choke you because I know you like it. That's interesting. So it's interesting because the bad date is like the guy was kind of aggressive, and even look in these like how I was saying, he's just grab, Mr. Grabs. Like, I feel like you're gonna have like the healthy version of that, like in your person. It's gonna show up in a healthy way, because like the I want to choke you because I know you like it. It feels healthier. When I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz. We'll get one more, and then we'll get advice. What that mouth do? I feel like you're really gonna like their mouth. Like, I feel like when you meet them, you're just gonna be thinking like, oh, I just can't wait to kiss you. Like, I want to kiss you. And they're gonna be thinking, what other things does that mouth do? Because men will be men, am I right? 3 wishes. Kick it up. All right. So this card goes back to the other readings we've had, talking about how, like, a lot of us made a list in our journals about 3 things that we wanted to see happen by June 21st. So for those of you who did that journaling, you can still do it. But if you already did it, this is just reinforcing the idea that, like, your prayers have been heard, and that you will get what you're trying to get. And we have kick it up. This is about having fun. My ears itchy. H-I-J-K. Okay. You are embodying all aspects of spirit that make this path fun and free. Go ahead and kick it up. Have you seen a mare prance her way through a stadium? She is a bundle of strength, grace, and power. She kicks her feet up and has all eyes upon her. She is partnered with the perfect trainer, whom she trusts. This beauty takes her rightful place at the center of the ring. This is your time to kick it up. You are full of faith and fun. In fact, you have the power of the F words flying around you right now. You are fertile, foxy, feral, having your feelings, flourishing and embodying your sexuality, and the fullness of your being adds up to the big F words. Time to experience the true power of fun and freedom. You've earned it. Kick it up. That's all I have for you, Group 1. Like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you another time. All right. I don't want to say that sucked, but it did kind of suck that it turned out that that person sucked, you know? So let's hope that Group 2 has a bit of a better story. Not better, just less complicated. Hey, at least we got the warning out. Now people have the warning. I'm definitely not having a fire tonight. I'm too fucking tired. Alright, Group 2. Still cleaning up my little mess. Okay. Group 2 is the pink one. Yes, the little pink one. Group 2. This baby. Alright. So, Spirit, what are the characteristics of Group 2's person? The physical characteristics? Oh, they might have like chestnut hair or like red hair. Kind of shaggy hair. They could have brown hair as well. I feel like if in the past you've struggled, I feel like you don't really trust a lot of people right now. I feel like you got taken advantage of, or somebody, like, it was like you wanted something serious and somebody just wanted to be, like, having fun, but instead of just being honest with you, they, like, took advantage of your feelings, basically. And so it's like you've taken a big rest and step aside from dating, and Spirit's saying you're ending that cycle so you can trust this. I only see the issue that might arise with this person is that, haha, dude, no, so accurate. Spiderhead by Cage the Elephant. Yeah, love that. I love that band. So the only thing that I could see being an issue with this future person is their immaturity and their relationship with their mother. So if you've ever dated a man who's like way too close with his mom, like, you know it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. If you've been there, you know. Like, sometimes men are like too close with their moms, or their mom is like too overbearing, or they're like too dependent in like a childlike way on their mom. And I see that energy here with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords, because look, it's like he's individuating away from his mother, whereas he's always been really flighty, and the mother is not exactly happy about it. So that's a characteristic that could be of your person. Also, they're a very free spirit. They don't really like being tied down to, like, places. They could travel a lot. Yeah, they don't really like being tied down in general, like, to anything. Like, they need to have very, like me, like, very fluid work. Like, I need my work to be very fluid and very different all the time. They have that kind of energy too, and they also have this like whimsy and childlike nature about them. I see that they're going to be ready for a commitment, because I see, like I said, that you're ending that cycle. And when they meet you, like when they see you or know you exist, so like even if you do meet online or something, something. This almost feels like a watching you from afar. Like, I feel like this person could have been keeping an eye on you or keeping tabs on you for a bit, virtually, I do feel. So it could be like through the internet, or like I was saying, you could meet on like a dating app and they're just a little shy, so they don't reach out like you're, you know, for like a week or 2 weeks or something like that, or like they're not reaching out. The conversation doesn't really get off the ground too crazy because it's like they're trying to come off very aloof and not weird, but I see that they actually are going to be very fixated on you. This person could also have a foot fetish or just really like your feet, but I just heard they'll worship the ground you walk on, dude. Like, they're gonna really like you. They're not gonna say much. This is gonna be the strong, silent type that looks at you and you just feel. Like, the way they look at you, you feel something, like, deep within you. Yeah, they definitely like your feet. But they also just like you. Like, they're going to be very taken by you, very attracted to you. They really like your body, but they also really want a commitment to you because they really just like, I just heard everything that you embody. The energy you embody, the everything you bring to the table, they want to be a part of. So it's like it's going to take some individuation away from their mother. And also, I just heard for some of you, there might be an age gap. So it's like, maybe they're like 3 years younger than you, or even more. Some people have bigger age gaps. So maybe they're like a couple years younger than you, and it makes it even harder for them to individuate from their mother, because their mother's like, this older person's taking my baby away. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But they're very infatuated with you, very taken by you, and they make you, I just heard that song that's like, smoke weed every day. So they probably smoke weed every day. Yeah. Yeah, they really like your mouth. They like your brain. They like your brains. And they like your brain, you know? For real. No, but they like your mind. If you have psychic gifts too, they like that as well. It like turns them on. Maybe they've never been with someone that has psychic abilities. But they really like that. And I see that you like them too. And it's like you guys get really tangled in each other. You have to be aware, because there's a lot of enmeshment here. There's a lot of like cords that get tangled between the two of you. So make sure every day, especially if you sleep next to them at night, like if you're if you're getting this reading on your significant other, this feels like commitment. If not already, somebody really does want to commit to you. But yeah, it's like you guys, especially if you sleep next to each other at night, make sure you cut all the cords before you go to bed. I also see there's like love here. There's like deep spanning love. And like I said, this person likes to like mesh into you. They like to like smoosh into you. This is giving like water sign, that very like immersive love experience that you have when you fall for a water sign, and they fall for you, you know? It's deep, it's profound, it's more than just surface level, you know? I do see a lot of watery energy here too, but also a lot of flighty energy, and I feel like it's like the first time that this person really is not being so, like, I just heard such a flight risk their whole life. That's what they say about people in jail, or like people in the psych ward that like they think are gonna run away. They're a flight risk, you know? They're not such a flight risk with you. Huh, that's funny. What else do you want to tell me about this person, about group 2's person? Yeah, they've always rejected this, but not anymore. And also, if they rejected you in the past, that's about to change. Wow, wowie zowie. Okay, so we're gonna get to that in a minute. See how different this energy is if you saw the other group? This one is like a stable, good person. So I see that in the past, maybe they didn't have time for you, or they didn't know what they wanted, or they didn't think they deserved good things. So when you were offering them good things, they rejected those good things because they were not comfortable in themselves. And like I said, they were a literal flight risk here with the Knight of Wands. But here with the Magician, the Star, and the King of Pentacles, it's like this person has worked hard, and you have worked hard to like you've manifested yourself to a higher level of being here with the Empress energy. And so because you manifested yourself into the Empress and you worked really hard to get there, that in turn set some sort of motion into them to also go through all the shadow work so that they could see the light at the end of the tunnel, so that they could feel hope and peace and joy and be in like a lighter, higher vibration. I almost feel like they let go of shackles, or they let go of, like we were talking about, old thought processes, which allowed them to level up into this King of Pentacles energy. And so it's like they really are where they didn't want to commit in the past, or where they weren't really a very solid support system to you in the past. That's completely changed. They've manifested out of that, and you've been hoping, wishing, and praying for this, but putting in the work to try and achieve it. And then we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. They came out just in different decks. So it's like you guys are showing up as divine counterparts, but you're also showing up as this like if they were trying to keep their options open, they very quickly realized that their other options paled in comparison to what they had with you. And if not, they just didn't think they were good enough for you, and now they're like, no, I want to get the girl, like I want to win, you know, I want to get the person, I want to be with my soulmate, whatever. They're starting to believe in that kind of shit. Communication is coming if this is someone from the past, or if it's someone new. It's like it's going to be so easy to talk to them. Like you're going to know, like off the bat, like it's going to be like, why is this like, you're so familiar, it's so easy to speak with you. And then here with the Sun card, it's going to make you feel really good, really happy. It's going to make your inner child feel very positive. You're going to feel a victory of sorts and a happiness. This could even be someone you have children with, so your future children could be like, yay! Hi, Madison. And then here with the Knight of Cups, there's going to be a lot of love here. But it's because there was shadow work that needed to be done around really negative thought processes. So if it's someone from the past, you both have done a lot of healing. And if it's someone new, you couldn't have met this person any sooner than you're meeting them now, because there was certain healing that you needed to do in order to be in the same alignment as this person, if that makes sense. So how's the date gonna go? How's the date gonna go? Huh? So actually, I feel like some of you might be coming over from group 1 where we had that situation. Yeah. So if you watched group 1, or you're part of group 1, and you saw that it was like gonna be this shitty like false start weird situation with like that person from group 1. Yeah, the fucker from group 1 with the 7 of Swords. Or if you haven't watched group 1 and you just, like I was saying in the past, you had dealt with like really fucked up situations that made you have to put your guard up. I see that Spirit saying that it was like here with the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like if this person rejected you, or the rejection you experienced in the past, they're just reiterating that there was time that was needed between now and then to heal certain wounds. So don't be upset, like especially if you meet like the love of your life, don't be like, I wish I met you sooner, because if you met them sooner, you would have collected a bunch of karma between the two of you through like fucked up interactions, because neither of you would be healed to the point where you can have a healthy relationship. So Spirit's saying like, don't think like that, and also like let your guard down. You don't have to be so defensive, because everything, all that negativity, it's in the past, and you have to trust that you're making good decisions for yourself here with the 9 of Pentacles, and that, you know, you really are birthing something beautiful into this existence right now, and there's no need to worry here with the 8 of Swords. I feel like you're going to be nervous when you go to get on the date, But then I think quickly, after a little bit of time, you're going to feel very comfortable and confident here with the Nine of Pentacles. I think you're going to laugh a lot, smile a lot, enjoy yourself very much. There's going to be a feeling of home here with the Star card and with the Hanged Man. Oh, the Imp. Remember I was talking about an Imp earlier? With the Hanged Man, you're not going to want the night to end. I just heard that song that's like, you got your hands up, you're riding in my truck, you got the radio on, you're singing every song. Luke Bryan, what song is that? I don't know. He just sings about how he doesn't want the night to end. And so it's like that. It's like you're not going to want the night to end. And you're gonna finally get justice for like all the fucked up shit you've been through in the past. And here with the I feel like, didn't I just give a reading about how you're gonna end up out all night with someone and you're like not gonna want the night to end? Was that group 2? That'll be crazy if I'm giving that again. That'll be crazy. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, it's like this is what you've been waiting for. It's just happiness. It's happiness, it's joy, it's a stable, strong like foundation, it's peace, it's fulfillment, it's growth, it's abundance, it's love, true love. Wow. So let's get the sexual energy then. Sexual energy. Do you like butt stuff? I guess everybody likes butt stuff these days. Can I gag you? You into that? I want to taste you. Let me fuck you raw. Be careful because we do have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, so they could get you pregnant. Can't stop thinking about those boobies. Cornica, don't do that. Why'd you do that? She's knocking stuff over. Let me go so deep, baby. You make me nervous, you're too pretty, and scream my name, baby. So maybe they'll call you baby, or maybe you call them baby. But they see you as baby for sure. For sure. I am a slave to your tits. Let me bite your nipples. And then bite me. I like it rough. Alright. Let's get some advice. Ah! Whoa. Okay. So we have Vampire 2-Step, Power Up, and High Octane. So Spirit, like I was saying, you were in a situation in the past where, like, you were taken advantage of or whatever, and Spirit's saying they removed you from that. You're in this period right now where you're, like, charging up because you're about to, like, fucking take off. Like, shit's about to go crazy. And then we have Angelic Personal Trainer and Wombful. So let me read the Wombful one. Actually, no, Angelic Personal Trainer. We're gonna read that. So the Wombful, like I was saying, you could get pregnant, but also that's about there being like too many thoughts and perspectives and like having to go your own way. You can go your own way. You know that song? It's like that because like how I was saying, like this guy's mother might be too involved. It's like, when is the point when you like say that's enough? We have our own family. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's do Angelic Personal Trainer. Then I have to pee and then we'll get to group 3. That rhymed. Then I have to go because I always stay on here so long. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. Then be safe. Protect yourself. Feel the burn. Your angelic helpers are pushing you beyond reason. They are training you for new levels of expansion on the spiritual journey. That's like I said. These angels really push you. They are now asking you to embody spirit. That means asking for help, God's help, on a daily basis. Watching how God manifests in your everyday living and using your intuition to guide the way. You cannot build muscles unless you use them. Angelic personal trainers help you build spiritual living muscle power. They will pull you on a plan that includes exercises to develop your core strength. Sorry, there really is no shortcut to getting in spiritual shape. You do it one day at a time and in the flesh. These angels also help you enjoy your humanity by teaching you about the glory of the temple we call the body. You may have a gut feeling to do something, and sure, in about the middle of a personal training session, you may find yourself cussing. But when you are out in the world applying what you have practiced, that's when the fun happens. Call in your angelic personal trainers and get professionally prepped for some divine living. That's all I have for you, Group 3. I hope you liked it. Comment if you got something to say. Subscribe if you feel like it. I will see you another time. I'm going to clean up my cards, go pee, and then do Group 3. And then I'm done, baby. I'm coming back for you, baby. I'm so tired. I feel weird half the time. Alright, be right back. And I'm gonna have waffles. Hi guys, time for Group 3. I was literally just like, good morning. It's not morning here, but good morning to you. I was literally just in my bathroom. Oh, hi, Corn. Thinking like, wow, there's like 80 people, right? There's 65 people now, but there was 80 people when I went to go pee, and that's kind of crazy. So then I was imagining like 80 people staring at me, like just talking in my living room, because that's what I'm doing, right? Just channeling. Like imagine you were all just here, like 80 people wouldn't fit in this house, but still, it's kind of crazy. Just staring. I know there'd be some disruptive people. I was going to say staring quietly, but I know there'd be a handful of hecklers probably. This is crazy to me when comedians get all like bent out of shape about hecklers, because it's like, I feel like doesn't it just kind of come with the territory? Okay. When you said comedians, reminded me of Pete Davidson. That guy's weird. That guy's really weird. That whole situation's weird. Alright, group 3. Group 3, the little green pendant. Oh, this feels so light. This feels fun. This feels light. This feels easy. This feels calm. Ooh, yeah, this feels good. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about group 3, their next date? Like, what are the characteristics of their person? You're going to have a lot, okay. So you're going to have a similar taste in music, and you might have similar work that you do, or you recognize their work because you have like someone close to you who does that same work. You know what I'm saying? So let's say like for me, like if my sister were to meet someone, like a random person on the street tomorrow, she's engaged, so it would have to be like a random person, but and just like, you know, like you make a random friend. So if she were to meet someone that would be like, oh, I'm actually a psychic, she'd be like, that's mad weird, my sister's a psychic, you know what I mean? So like that's not something that you would usually have in common with someone. And I feel like when you meet this person, your work or their work is going to resonate like that in some way, where you either have connections to it or you know people with connections to that line of work. And I also think you're going to have really similar music taste. I think you're going to communicate to each other with music. I see you're also going to have similar, like, it could also be too, like, you're an entrepreneur and they're an entrepreneur, like they're a manager and you're a manager, like stuff like that, where they understand you on that level. And this person also really, like, this person has big dreams and they really love to like co-create with the universe, and they want to build. Whoa, did you just see that? My deck just like jizzed. What the fuck? So they like to have like a lot of options and opportunities in life. They might have several different jobs or like dreams that they're trying to achieve. This is the kind of person that knows a lot of people and is like in connection with a lot of different people. This could also be someone who's a player, because I don't think they're going to play you, because it feels like this is a really deep soul connection, but it does look to me like somebody who's got like, they're very, this to me is like the guy that's like, you know, girls just see him and hit on him. They have a lot of money. They have a good job. They maybe have a nice house. They have a lot of friends. Nobody has a bad word to say about them, but they're kind of like a womanizer and a player, you know? And so I feel like how I was saying, they like to have a lot of options in life. They've like to have a lot of dating options as well. And I see here with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, they definitely have been a player in the past, and they even could have played you in the past. This could have happened like years ago, or this could have happened recently, but I do see this if it is someone from the past and it's not someone new, then it's like they did play you in the past. If it is someone new, they might remind you, like that energy might be like, oh, like when you first meet them, you're going to be very attracted to them, but there's going to be a part of them that reminds you of something like that that's happened to you from the past, that makes you be like, I need to keep my distance with you. However, I do see that as long as you keep strong boundaries with this person and let them, there needs to be open, honest communication and conversation. Like I was saying, you are going to communicate through music, and yet, yes, he's a CEO. He is super handsome. Girls could not stop looking at him. If he likes that, then I don't want it. Yeah, so it feels like that energy, but it's like, that's why I'm saying there needs to be open, honest conversations about what it is that you agree upon before, like, don't let him trick you into doing things, like, not that they would trick you into doing things, but like, if you're like, hey, like, I don't really like where we're at, like, we've been doing this and this for the last couple months, and like, I want more, and they're like, well, we never talked about having more, you know what I mean? So it's like, talk about what you want before you get in something that you don't want to be in. As long as there's open, honest conversation, then only then, if they cross your boundaries, then you can be like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. But if you don't set a boundary, then how can they know? You know what I'm saying? And so Spirit's saying you have to be very clear about what you want with this, but this could be very good for you both. I see you're both very guarded, and I see that you both could have had some issues, not only in your relationships in the past, like your romantic relationships, but I see there's been a lot of heartbreak with family as well that has really pushed you to, like, push you guys to the edge where you just feel like you're all torn to smithereens and you feel it's hard. I also think this person could have back dimples. They could also have, I feel like they're going to have great hair as well. I think that they're going to be tall, and they might have like body hair. So I'm noticing this guy's arm hair is pretty prominent, as well as his leg hair. I feel like they're gonna feel really good to like hug and be pressed against. Like when you press your chest together, I feel like it's gonna feel so good. Woo! I just got chills when I said that. I feel like when you finally do get to fuck, you're gonna be like ripping each other's clothes off. And this person could also do work where they get really dirty, or like they rip their clothes like in the work, like if they work outside, if they work in construction, you know, just stuff like that that you can kind of mess up your clothing from. Yeah, I just feel like you guys won't be able to get enough of each other, but I see that there needs to be strong, solid boundaries, because look at, we have the Five of Swords, and it's like he's completely undressing her and like going in for it, and it mirrors the Seven of Wands. Now, these are two completely different energies. Five of Swords are boundaries being crossed. Seven of Wands is boundary setting. And look how it mirrors, where it's like he's got his hand on her back and everything, but it's like he's completely undressing her in this one, whereas this one he's like just enjoying her as she is, you know what I mean? So it's like, also, if it's like your first date and you don't fuck on the first date, you might be like, excuse me, above the clothes or stuff, something like that. Make sure you stay above the clothes, and it's like you're setting that boundary, so you know if they fuck with that boundary, they're not a good person, right? I mean, I get that there's heat of the moment stuff, but if you're genuinely not into it, then like you know where you stand with that person now if they cross that boundary, don't you? You know? So, yeah, but I see that as long as you set the boundaries, you'll be much better off. And you have to maintain the control through the boundaries. I see that they're showing me they're like a lucky, like, they're showing me like a gold tooth, like a guy like walking through, literally a casino. I know I was just at a casino, but they're using that imagery of a guy like walking through the casino like lucky, and it's like he's just, you know, he can't do anything wrong and whatever, and it's like he's gonna work that casino for all it's worth. And it's like you don't want to be, when you set your precedents and you set your boundaries and you humanize yourself, then they realize they've met their match, and that their old tricks and their old games aren't going to work on you. And I see that this could actually be a really happy love. I see that the energy that they put out like this is simply because of wounding from the past. Like I said, you guys have like childhood and familial like pain and suffering, and I know we all do, but it's like your heart was particularly broken by your family in some way, and so it's like theirs was as well. And so you're almost both breaking down those walls so that you can actually have like a happy, healthy connection, because when you guys do heal and move forward, you do have something very beautiful. You have the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. And so it's like there really is true love there. There is a really, it's almost like being teenagers again. You know, when you have that like really like earth-shatteringly buzzy, high on life feeling when you have a crush as a teenager and you like make out with your crush for the first time and they like feel you up or whatever. It feels like you literally like left to another planet, you know, like that's tantra, right? That's that tantric energy. And I feel that with this. It's that like that young, but like young but yearning energy, you know. And that like when you think of that age, like at least when I think of that age, I mean, I was kind of like had to grow up faster than maybe you're supposed to at that age, but at the same time, like there was a carefree energy to that, you know, like you just get your license and you're getting your taste of freedom and you're literally just like walking around at parks with like your friends and like sneaking out and like walking around the streets at night with your friends and like just doing like carefree free shit because you don't have money. Most people don't have money. Yeah. It's nostalgic. That's the word I'm looking for. This connection is nostalgic. Feels like home. Yeah, your person is not going to be very good at communicating, though, and actually they might get a little jealous. Yeah, they might, yeah, they're looking for a balance. Okay, especially, too, if in the past, if they were mean to you in the past, or they said stuff, like, if they were, like, you know, just fucking rude, or tried to act like there wasn't really anything between you, or kind of like downplayed your relationship, or, you know, just weren't kind, like, we're not using kind words with you. I just feel like they weren't using kind words with themselves, so then they weren't using kind words with you because of that. And I just think that they were very sharp, and if it's not someone from the past, they might like. So my mom told me that when her and my dad first got married, my dad would give the silent treatment because he just didn't know any other way. And I guess that's what my grandparents used to do. And then my mom was like, nah, we're not doing that. And she was like, if you give me the silent treatment, I will, I'm not going to make you dinner. So then he was like, uh-oh, and then they would talk. So it's like, it might be something like that where it's like they do something that they've seen their parents do, and you're like, what? No, we're not doing that here. We're going to figure this out, you know? Or they say something really sharp, and you're like, what's your problem? And they're like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So either they were like that in the past and they've kind of like had to come out of that really harsh, sharp energy of like detachment, and they've had to connect more to their emotions, or you might see pieces of that come out. But ultimately, spirits, we have the the King of Pentacles, the Star, the Lovers, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So there's going to be balance restored to this, or balance brought to this issue, because you guys really do understand each other on a friendship-like level, and it is romantic, but like I was saying, it's like that best friend energy as well, that family energy, that home energy. And so it's like, because this is such a deep, loving, nostalgic connection and energy between the two of you, it's like it creates this balance, and you're able to move through any bumps in the road. Like, it's not you guys versus each other, it's you guys versus the problem. And I see that there's just such a very safe, beautiful feeling. This could be your twin flame as well here with the Lovers card, but I just see it's like, I just heard finally, and I just saw in The Parent Trap when they get the parents back together, and then Lindsay Lohan is like against the ship, and she's like, finally, and she like slides down. That's what I just saw in my head. I gotta show off this shirt. It's so cute. Again, with my cherub. But yeah, so it's like, it just feels like finally, it just feels good. Like, you've been waiting for this, or you've been waiting for this person, and it's finally working out. Yeah, and I see there's definitely spirits watching over this, and I also see that your star family is watching over this as well here with the Star card, and also, like, your higher self. Like, never underestimate the power of communicating with your higher self about anything. For real. So how will the date be? There'll be lots of communication on the date. It's going to go slow and steady. It's going to be a really, like, it's not going to feel like there's any moments where it's, like, awkward or there's nothing to say. It's going to feel like it's going to move in a very, like, steady way. It's not going to be overbearing. You're not going to get into anything too crazy, too heavy, or too deep on the first date, or whatever the next date is that you go on. Like, you're going to keep it pretty light, but, like, solid and steady. And it's going to be open, honest communication, and this person's going to express their feelings in a way that maybe they haven't really expressed before, or open up to you in a way. that makes you feel closer to them. Here with the King of Cups, they really are going to express to you. They could also express to you information that you've been waiting to hear. So either like you've been waiting to meet someone like them, or you've been waiting like on them for a while and waiting for a certain conversation, and it's like you get that slow, steady, solid conversation that you've been wanting, and it's the truth, and it's straightforward, but it's also kind, and it's nice. It's a good date. You have fun, you talk a lot, there's not a dull moment. What's that? So if they squandered your love in the past, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, look, they're literally getting off the wheel. Whoa, that just fell away because it's an old way of being. So look, this guy is on the wheel and he's just turning and turning, and he's strapped to this wheel. This person just kept turning and turning, making the same mistakes here with the Knight of Swords coming through so strong twice, saying the same fucked up shit, doing the same shit, making the same mistakes, still being mean, rigid, mean. And then it's like there was some sort of major betrayal or major fuck up that you're going to get your justice on, that is finally going to be recognized and finally going to be communicated. Here with the, I just want to get one more card on the, yeah, it was like an addiction. Almost like whatever bad behavior they were cycling through over and over again, their like lack of attachment and their rigidity and their inability to like relate to other people on a deep level, like they were keeping everybody at like arm's length and like just so deep down miserable and rigid, and it was like you showed them love and it's like they betrayed you in some way. And so it's about to come around full circle, because actually losing your love from the betrayal is what made them step onto a higher timeline, break the cycle, finally get off of that wheel and not be a victim of circumstance. And they're going to show up in a better way. But like I said, you have to set your boundaries. Like, you have to set your boundaries with this person or it could all go to shit. So, yeah, also be careful about getting pregnant with the Ace of Cups here, the Three of Wands. I just feel like love is coming. Love is coming. And when you go on that date, it's like the love is going to outweigh the tomfoolery, is what I'll call it. It's going to outweigh all the fucked up shit that they put you through or that has happened in the past, because it's like I said, they're making a choice to be different. You're gonna feel that on the date. All right, what are their sexual fantasies, please? Life is hard for me right now, but so is my dick. LMAO. I want to come in you. Like I said, be careful. Don't get pregnant if you don't want to. But also, to me, that's somebody, like, when a man comes in you, like, they're leaving, like, all of their frustrations, all of their pain, all of everything. Like, they're leaving everything, their joys, everything inside of you. So, like, just be wary of that. Just be mindful of that. And it makes sense that they're like, my life is hard, so I want to come in you. Like, yeah. So, don't just be somebody's cum dumpster, I guess is what I'm saying, for their negative feelings. But also, I feel like how they're like, life is hard for me, but so is my dick. Like, whatever mistakes they kept making, or whatever rigidity, like, whatever rigidness they were not willing to, like, move through, they're seeing it now. Like, I just twitched, sorry. They're, like, seeing the error of their ways a bit more. We have Call Me Zaddy, and I Want to Come in You, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, man. They could have, like, fantasies around, or they could just want to get you pregnant, for real, actually. They could just really want to get you pregnant. They could, some people are like that, you know? They're like, I just want to put a baby in you, and they're just crazy like that. But this feels nice. Like, it does feel like a nice connection. Just don't rush it, and don't do anything, like, crazy or drastic. Yeah, oof, careful, pile 3, exactly. Tell me I got a big dick. Tell me how much you love me inside you. Suck my dick. Send nudes. I really want to see you naked. You up? This person could have treated you like a booty call in the past, and now they're like, tell me anything. Honestly, talk to me, baby. They just want to talk to you. Please sit on my face. They want to make it up to you. This feels like somebody really fucked up with that 7 of Swords. Let me tie you up. I need your love. Let me lick you all over. When I look at you, I picture you covered in my jizz. Yeah, there's something very healing about sex with you to them. I need to be inside you. It heals me. Are you kidding me? What the heck? It literally says that. That's crazy. You look so damn good. I want to lay you down and fuck you right with love. You mean the world to me. Let me show you with my dick. All right, let's get the advice. Advice, please, for group 3. They just want me to tell you again, you look so good. Like, you don't even understand how good you look to them. I just heard like a snack. Friendly skies. Then I'm going to have a snack. I'm going to have waffles. Gluten-free. Take flight with your soul in guides of highest consciousness. There are no limits. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, will you take me very far? Hello, girl in the moon, are we leaving very soon? Your guides are inviting you to fly through the heavens with your thoughts, feelings, and imagination. There is no limit to the amount of love and guidance available to you from above. Our angel friends are there to provide safe liftoffs and landings. Asking for help gives them permission to take your soul to new heights. They know this journey isn't always easy, but they also assure you it is an adventure worth having. No solo flights are happening for your soul. It's part of a heavenly community. That love can take you over the moon and beyond. This card has arrived to reassure you taking flight with psychic sight is not only safe, it can be fun too. This is your invitation to try friendly skies. Nice! I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ranga, Taurus, for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. Morash and Namaste by the power of 3. Samodip always works, always a blessing. Like if you liked it, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I hope you liked it. Cornica, you want to come say hi? Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on, say hi to people. You wanna? It's like 73 people in here. She's like, oh, in that case. Come on. Chi-Chi, come here. Come here. What the heck? She's being weird. She didn't like a sound that my speaker played. I was dancing to this song, and it made the, like, purge noise, kind of, but a little different. She did not like it. It scared her, and she ran under the bed, and she's been all freaked out since. And it's like, Karn, it's a speaker. That meow. Have a good waffle. Thanks. Alright, guys. All the spells will be linked. I'm going to bed. You will not see. So how I said if you sign up for the class, you get a list. Not tonight because I'm tired. So, yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I haven't even written the list yet, but I know what the gist of it is going to be, so that'll be easy to write it. But, yeah, love you. And, yep, thanks. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell, and the share. Ow, my abs. Ow. I don't know. I feel weird lately. Very weird. Alright. Not bad, just weird. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you, I don't know, another time. Alright, bye. Have a good night.